What's up, everybody? This is John here and Happy New Year's. Yeah, so I know that by the time this video is posted, I'm going to post the video on it. Post this video. Today's video, what I'm actually going to be doing is, I'm going to eventually talk about the box and everything. And yeah, so I'm just going to have a review on it. Then also I'm going to talk about what it is exactly different for Duel Links, what I want for Duel Links, and the character um thing for the will be I have video right straight after the next few hours. What I just think what needed to be with Duel Links. So be sure to subscribe and drop a like and let's get into it. So one thing for sure, we got the bundle. So the Duelist Kingdom gonna be like a little bit short. Yeah, so I think what they doing now is that what they doing now is Duelist King gonna be a little bit more shorter. So I read it in the end game. They said it starts on the second until the eighth. Well, yeah, the eighth is when the ban list starts and the skill starts. If you know what that exactly means. So these are the two reward cards we be getting. So like you want to like, oh, why is Duelist Kingdom in the exact same way? I think this probably the reason. So I think when they gonna put two so I'm guessing they're gonna start cutting down the PV events a little bit short. Most certainly, it doesn't really mean anything because one thing for sure, I say if a lot of people could do online a lot, why would it be longer? So yeah, I'm so glad this event is actually short because I don't want to be in this event this long. So I guess the tag team turn will start next. I don't know if it's an exact same thing as it. So I guess so because I know that the tag team tournament is in the exact same early range of it. So now one thing for sure, like with the boxes, so with the skills, I say like the best skill I could just say okay, one thing for sure is that okay the Dragon Magnus is good. The tribe it's like basically the all the other decks is good. The Rainbow Dragon is good, and Jane. So now one thing for sure is that Rainbow Needles don't come. The campaign don't start until I guess the 12th. I think right. I think the 8th or something. I think they said the 12th. I think is when the next campaign starts, and they start the selection box. So we just got a box. So they make us wait. So yeah, so that's why I just think with that. And also they got the reward cards for Speed Duel and Rush Duel. So they got Dreamland. So this card is very good, useful for fusion monsters. I can say if you fusion summon. And then we have more insect support. I think they just trying to build more the insect support for the Rush Duel format, so it can be out there because we don't got most of it. So yeah, that's pretty cool that they added something there. But yeah, this is for the rank battle. So okay, it's not that much for me to show. Okay, so one thing for sure, I did want to talk about this in my video, but what I'm doing is for this video, I'm going to talk about what's exactly going on while I'm in this game. Okay, so one other thing is that about the Soul Burner event. First, foremost, the Soul Burner event is like a character event. So, like you want to like, is it a unlock event? And the question is, it's not. So I'm gonna just say this as it is. The events like what Joey had, like characters that's already unlocked basically, and they have the ace cards or something like that. Just like Jay and like the like with Asta has a line with the Vision Heroes basically, and they came into the game with another event. So that's exactly what the Soul Burners event is going to be considered, but it's going to be more events. So this time around, it's not going to be like no random cards because I say that Jaden and Aster is pretty different because they got hero cards they do have a line with, but they not on the show basically. Well, I'm just saying like the crazy thing is that GX is having like a remaster that's coming out, and I'm talking about this too. And one thing for sure is that we ain't had no character events since during the time when the Yu-Gi-Oh! DM GX was out. Like basically when they worlds was the only ones that was coming with that. I'm not exactly sure if Yusei had one, but I'm pretty sure he did have one with one of his cars, I guess. Yeah, but yeah. So one thing for sure is that what I just want to propose is that what Duel Links is trying to do now, what they function is the new functions they got now that I already could tell is that they're gonna have more cards that we're gonna be able to use to get access to easier. So like the boxes, so just say like the older boxes, like we could get the box chips and we could use that. That's gonna be level up character. So I think by the time if all the characters be up to like 40 or to 45, all the worlds be up to 45, and then they get up the boost up. I think we'll get more level up reward cards, and also I say character events could definitely boost up the main powerful decks of also for like quick okay like Soul Burner's gonna have one, and I'm just saying like the other Vrains characters can have one too because like this particular event. No, I'm just trying to explain. I'm really trying to explain this event so none of y'all get confused about it. This event is like a character. This is a character event that requires a player, a character that is currently been unlocked already, and then it has a summon animation. This is something different. This is like an advanced upgrade from the character events back on when they did it for the other characters. So like the heroes like Jaden and Aster has heroes that they have lines with that they didn't summon in the game. Basically in the anime format. So yeah, it's just that one other thing that we talk about is like the function of the like the skill trail. So one thing for sure, I think the skill trail is going to function more other ways. Like just say if they offer a pay way for you to get let's just say you could buy a certain card or something, but it's a way for you to get box ships, just like the Chronicle cards. So like I said, like if I were to go to Go Rush, just say if I go to Go Rush of sevens like that, and I were to just say, oh, they could get this certain like Yugioh or some of them could get like the maximums. So I could just say they could have a maximum card event for Yuga, one of his machine, the machine overlord thing, the archetype. Because I'd say all of them is kind of like has different forms of it. So I was just thinking that maybe they gonna have something like that as an event. So just like I said, for the contact fusions for you, Hamu and Suicho, they gonna have some character events for that. So I think they gonna represent that. I think that's a good way. Instead of them having it in the box, I think it'd be good to at least have like three war cards as basically the main thing. So I think like okay, Soulburn gonna have the Pyro Phoenix Link 4 monster as the one of the reward cards, and then it's gonna be I don't exactly know if it's gonna be in the event or not exactly, but it is getting a summon animation, so I don't know. But one thing for sure is that what Duel Links is starting to do, they're gonna start cutting a PV event short because it's not necessary for them to even keep it longer. So I say the Duelist Kingdom. I don't really think the Duelist Kingdom even should be less than that, even longer than that. Just about 4 days. I was thinking about that too. So it starts on the second and then ends on the 8th. So it starts on the second. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's like 6 days apart, which is, in my opinion, it's still longer. But it's not because since the time it goes to 11 o'clock, Then we gonna and the one thing that I'll just say is like with the events that they got going on and like with the character links and stuff, all that what they just trying to do now is just trying to invite more players to the game. So one thing that I can say that's coming at the moment is an anniversary box, selection boxes that's coming, and it's a campaign coming. And then it's gonna be something with Gold Rush. So I'm pretty sure that most of they're gonna have some cards that's mostly for Gold Rush. So I'm actually thinking that the next character that they're gonna have is speed duel character. So since Yuri didn't have his event yet, so that's a rerun event. So I don't think we could have a character yet, a speed duel character yet. If his rerun event comes, I don't think it might do come next month because I know Yule event is coming this month. That's a rerun event, and then they gonna have something new. So, and I was just saying, since Yugo Goha, one of his cards is coming, got getting access to, I'm pretty sure he's the next Savage character. And then we have Muhammad for Gold Rush. So yeah, that's why I just say that like with the thing with Gold Rush, we got him coming, and then I say that character could have been the exact same event as Yugioh was in. So yeah, but I guess they doing something. I guess they doing something different with his cards because he uses like he uses three different card tape decks, just like how we use in our decks. But anyways, but one other thing, like the next speed duel character that I could say that's common is Vector, Akira, Vector and Akira that be coming next because one thing for sure they did mention. I know that the last time we seen the links that they had Akira that was exactly teased with Ghost Girl because at the Ghost Girl event it showed he was shown at the end of it. So that's most likely the exact same. And then plus his Tango was in the links box, so the cards that shows that's going to be in the next box. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going to come. So one thing for sure that you have to understand is that like for this, what they doing different, like they like okay, like one thing for sure they know like okay, since they having like a selection box or something that's coming, like they say they might as well just do a character event instead of a lock event because a lock event will just probably just not add up with it. They just do a character event, and I could most likely say that Flame, yeah, Flame do show up, but I don't know if it's gonna be like a permanent thing. Yeah, that's one question I always ask. But since we did get Yuo and the two girls out the way, we still gotta have Yuri with his event before they actually come in. So, but I think they're gonna start bringing back those Roman events too for the characters too, or they might change it somehow. Before they do it. Okay, another thing that I do want to talk about for the New Year thing, what they were doing want to do, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to add something in this year. So one thing is that I always talk about is that the Galaxy deck could be way more better if it had this related trap cards or spell cards. And you know what I'm talking about. We searched this before. We talked about it plenty of times how good those spells and trap cards are and the quick spell. So I'm actually the best bet that we might still get the quick spells for this year probably. 2025 I mean. So somehow they're gonna do something like that. If not, then it'd be year after that because they like one thing for sure. What you don't really get is that the most thing I'm actually interested in is Go Rush really, like Rush dueling actually, permanently Rush dueling. And I'm gonna tell you this now. I think like the way Rush doing start on with the spit like starting on with everything that's like fresh and everything like that. I think like that's like a new intro to a new I say that's like a new remake of Duel Monsters basically. Like I don't really think it's even for them to even redo Duel Monsters. It won't make no sense. I'm letting you know it's not because the person who created it first passed away. They not gonna do it right. I'm telling you this now. That's why they didn't make it. But one thing for sure is that I did enjoy this year, and I really thank you guys for subscribing and stuff like that. And I will be doing a video of the characters that's gonna be unlocked. Like I just say, like most of these characters is gonna be like NPCs, and it's crazy. The ones is like the crazy thing is that the ones that's unlockable, especially for sevens and go rush, it's the ones that got the most screen time. So like the little girl that's the actor, I'm thinking she gonna be unlockable. Cause most of the time when I watch even when I do watch the in the subtitles, she got screen time too. So I'm thinking that her event's gonna be like a duelist role. It's gonna be like some kind of duelist role. So it's gonna probably be like a chronicle. I don't know why we don't get. I don't think we get the chronicle. We get the duelist role now. So we just had the Synchro Dimension one, which I enjoyed. Oh yeah, one thing for sure about the skill that I use with Yugioh and Yugioh and using the new Ice monster. So basically, the new level 7 monster that exceeds rebellion monster. It can be used for any rebellion monster day. Basically, that's a exceeds monster that look just almost like Yuto's Ace Dragon, basically, and they could do a whole lot of damage. Because if you summon it with the effect by see something basically like you always with those kind of monsters that requires you to summon with the level 7 pit monster with a allies pencil dragon that's always required for you to use its effects unless some skills require the effect of this. But I just say like Duel Links, one thing for sure that I do want to talk about also is that Duel Links also was in the four I think it's the third spot, and Pokemon Pocket was number one actually. I just say like once Duel Links had those top cards in the they're gonna be up there. I'm just telling you this now. If they would have added if they get more of these events like the character events and doing events based on the characters that's already unlockable. Now just saying if they do this for seven, just say if they did this for sevens and go rush, this will that boost up the game as much as it is because I think the character events will do great. I gotta see how this character event is. I gotta see how cool it's gonna be. What kind of reward cards we're gonna get from it. So yeah, so we get Rainbow Needles in the mid. So that's gonna be like pretty much after the eighth. So I don't know exactly if the tattoo tournament is gonna be in the same week or it's gonna be short. I think it's gonna like pretty much like I guess it's pretty much shorter. So it's not gonna really take long because one thing for sure, every day you can get those. I'm saying, but with Duelist King, you got to battle rank battles and you get gems for it, and then you could basically get. I think the reward thing is gonna be a little bit short, and you're gonna probably have to do way more early than you already have. So I'm gonna have to say the box shields more early and on and everything like that. So one like another thing is that what I wanted to say something. One thing for sure, I was not mad about Jump Fast at all. One thing I was worrying about is like what was the next arc gonna be for Go Rush. So one thing for sure is that this thing with Otis is confusing me. So the part is that Yugi and his friends with Suicho and them they go find Yana and I don't want to say that little girl with the blue hair that uses dice monsters. She's gonna also save her, and then it's they said it's some of the oldies that's in there, and then it's Gavin's people that's gonna be in the just like it's the two families I could just say pretty much because Gavin and those other two people be with him. That this how we're gonna learn more about the Sugatsu style. So yeah, so we could probably just understand like what was they war because they fought in the war a lot. I just would think yeah, because one thing what we was just thinking is that Gavin and his ancestor Go Rush share resemblance to each other. So, like saying if he's in there, I'm like, we don't know that if he is. That's probably another one because one thing for sure is that the timeline is that that's what it is going to be. But like I said, is that they was most like Jump Fest was most likely focused on Rush during the time. That's why they had that remaster and then that lore anime for that show because they trying to focus on more of that what's going on with that. And then the craziest thing is that Oblivion and Rec Room is gonna have a first fusion together because I know Transcomlinic and Rec Room had a fusion together, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, but yeah, it's just like it's just that it's crazy for Yu-Gi-Oh and it's crazy for the fans that they expect so such more like what's going on with Speedo. I'm like, one thing for sure, they know how to separate the Speedo from a Rush, so most likely they wasn't really concerned about it. They was mostly concerned of delivering those remasters and the lore anime. So that's what they doing because they still what we still doing is that since Rush already is getting ritual summons, they not going to focus on speed as much as they think they just separating it how the way they is. Because rush dueling is a new thing. Since rush duel is a new thing, they're gonna try to focus on that. Because Duel Links already got that format in Duel Links. Where how dangerous do you know how dangerous it is for speed duel to actually have rush functioning in that and then it would be very dangerous to some you could some limited times and then you that'd be very tough. But yeah, so anyways with that, I just hope you guys enjoying your day and everything that's concerning. And one thing is like, I've been trying to talk about what exactly how Duel Links been surviving for so long since 2016 actually when it was first developed. So like the basically the ban list is gonna start, and for the cards and the skills for speed and rush will start on the eighth when the version thing up level is pretty much the eighth when it goes on the maintenance basically. So and then the event that's going on right now it ends on January the second. So that's what I have for this. So I basically say that everything that's going on with this, like what I say, what's going on with my channel. Most likely, what I want to do is I'm going to try to basically move to a safe, more area, and I gotta buy more stuff for my channel too, the monitors and everything, so it can be set up way more, so I can have way more space and stuff like that. So I can do everything because it's a lot of stuff that's coming out in 2025, like Pokemon. You see, now look, I haven't like one thing for sure. I have not talked about Pokemon. Wow, wow, because it's not really. I did talk about it, but it was just the links that just splat out with that. But like I said, yeah, it's something coming. They did link the Nintendo Switch too, so it'd be coming out in March basically. So they did say something about the successor. I don't know what I'm saying, but they said the person who's control of it supposed to make some kind of announcement regarding a Nintendo. What's going on with that? So yeah, but otherwise for that, it's just that with Duel Links and everything else, like with the cards, yeah, I'm still uploading the videos of the other decks that they built for the other characters. So I hope you guys be tuning in for that. And I'm also gonna be making another video later on with the characters I'm gonna want, what I want for gold, I'm typically gonna talk about Gold Rush. I can't talk about the other worlds because they got a different format of time, like at the time, um, like a certain time basically when they appear, basically. But either way it goes, we gonna still talk about it, and so yeah, that's all I'm gonna have. But otherwise, with the channel, what I'm probably just gonna do, I'm gonna try to do way more. I'm gonna try to do more reaction videos on basically on Yu-Gi-Oh videos, basically trailers. So one thing for sure I'm gonna do a reaction watch video of the lore anime that's coming up or GX. If GX does stream on YouTube, we could do a watch along a video where I could just be watching it. And it'd be cool to do like a do that as a watch along. I haven't seen GX for a long, but yeah, I don't think it's the fourth. I don't know if it's the fourth season or something like that. I don't know. I don't really think it is that. But anyways, be sure to subscribe, drop a like, and we'll talk more about this in the next video. So I'll see you guys later and good night and happy New Year's.